All right, we are at Nickel City. Today is the day. We're about to have some B-Tax.
Oh, baby.
I can't believe it. We're super excited. If you're not familiar with Nickel City, I mean, they have some of the best whiskey pours in the city, but the difference and why I like them so much is that you can actually find pours for a cheap price.
Yes.
So it's not just, you know, like a $60 pour for some of these B-Tax. You can find it for a lot cheaper.
Amazing drinks, amazing bar. My favorite bar in Austin.
Let's go. All right, Andrew, what did they say that we're drinking today?
2024 B-Tac lineup and a couple of Pappys. I think you said 15, 20, something like that.
Oh boy.
10, 12, and 20.
Oh, 10, 12, and 20. Oh my God. Man, so what do you think about this Eagle 17?
Eagle 17. This is personally one of my favorites. Now, I can't believe it. It's very sweet for a 17 year. Let's see. This is so good.
So good.
Now, I will say I'm a huge Eagle 17 fan from previous years. Andrew, you're saying a little cherry. I'm getting a little
cherry.
Blueberry.
Okay.
A little bit of oak for sure. 17 years, it's definitely apparent.
Insane, huh? Insane.
Little burnt caramel.
Okay.
I mean, we're off to a good start. This might be my favorite one, but we
Did
still
I-
have more to try.
Yeah.
All right, look at this.
I mean, is this even real life?
We got them all lined up here. The full B-Tac.
Insane.
I mean, like I said, I think the 17 is probably my favorite, but I haven't tried the rest this year. So I'm excited, and I have a fresh palate. It's only 12 o'clock right now. We only had one pour at home to get our palate going, which I thought we had an Irish whiskey, which I think is a good one to get going. So we shall see.
I couldn't be more excited.
A full ranking of the 5. Which is going to be so.
I'm not a fan of like the double Eagle Rare is good for me, but I like you know these the normal Eagle Rare I just never got into.
You're not a fan, huh?
Yeah, no.
I like that one.
Yeah, I'm like a Stag and Weller guy for sure.
Okay.
Over most of the other marks from Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far you said
And we're proofing up.
we are, yes.
So yeah, we got the Eagle Rare 17 as our favorite, and then we just tried the Sazerac 18 year. So similar age, but it's a rye compared to a bourbon. It's not that I think that the Sazerac's bad. It's just I almost think that the Eagle Rare is perfect.
I agree with that.
So that's like we're comparing it to one of the greatest pours we've ever had, right?
Yep.
How you were tossed up a little bit, right?
Yeah, it is hard. It's comparing a rye to a bourbon is not really fair, I feel.
Yeah.
But that Eagle's 19 year actually. No, this one's 17. This year's a 17.
Well, so for the people that are listening on our Instagram, we're doing a full 5-bottle ranking of this. So it'll be more of a quick reel. But we're on bottle number 2, and we're going to jump into the next one. All right, so next up we have the William LaRue Weller 2024 release. How are we feeling?
So, I mean, it's phenomenal. Okay, don't get me wrong. If I'm being nitpicky, it's just because I have to be nitpicky. It's not my favorite out of the 3 so far.
What don't you like about it? What do you think it is?
I think it's a little bit almost a little bit too dark, and I get a little bit of bitterness.
Ah, maybe that's why I like it, because it's weird. I don't like bitterness in my cocktails or other stuff,
Right.
but with my whiskeys, I think it gives me a little more complexity.
But you like funkiness, right? You like
Yes.
different. You like differentness. I like things that taste like bourbon and things like.
Okay,
Yeah.
very fair.
So that makes sense. Eagle is like my prototypical bourbon. That's like what I want for everything.
Yes.
Saz was amazing as a rye. It tastes like bubblegum.
You know what? The more I am sipping on this LaRue,
Am I getting to you?
the first sip was great, but it does taste different now. I'm not, and it feels like I'm sounding convinced, but no, that last like aftertaste was a little weird.
The finish is a little bit odd for me. The nose is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. Like 10 out of 10 nose.
All right, so we officially just shot the full reel. We did our rankings. I guess we can give YouTube an early peek at how we rank them.
All right, so
So,
do you want to start with number 5?
yeah, that's a great idea. So,
Our 5th favorite, we're gonna have so much hate for this, is the William LaRue Weller.
which, I mean, it's just tough. I don't know. It's just like a little too ethanol-y for us. Didn't come with as much complexity. And also, we look for something a little more unique. If these are going to be so special, you want it to be as
I got
unique.
some bitterness at the end. I don't know. It's still
just didn't hit.
It's still phenomenal. It's just
Yep. Number 4, this was hard because we love this one.
Yeah, we really liked it. It was
But
a
the
Saz. We loved it.
So Saz 18 year.
To me, it was like a bubble gum. I felt like I was drinking bubble gum.
Yep.
Almost a little bit too sweet, if that's even a thing for a rye.
It was a little weird, but not like in my favorite type of weird. Number 3 and 2, we were a little tossed up on this. Andrew almost wanted to put this 4.
Yeah.
But we love this one because it was like cinnamon toast crunch on the nose.
Yes.
You definitely get the cinnamon on the tasting notes.
Very holiday.
Very holiday. Perfect for this time of year. And then we got the George T. Stag coming at number 2. That's your classic bourbon right there. When you think of bourbon, you think of that.
So freaking good.
It hit. I just loved it. The mouthfeel was great. And then Eagle Rare 17.
You and I are such Eagle Rare taters. It's like not even funny.
It's like funky, but also gives you bourbon notes at the same time. Little oak.
Sweet oak. And perfect balance. Perfect balance.
Loved it.
I feel like you and I just love it so much.
And then next we're setting up a little bit of Pappy lineup for the releases this year.
We came up with a final ranking. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so what I find interesting is that we're just trying them right now on the spot, and at home, the whiskeys, we'll reopen those and try them again, and they change. And there's been some that I loved in the beginning and hated later, or vice versa. I'm trying to think of a good example. There was something I was just telling Jeremiah. What was it?
There was some sort of whiskey that you liked and then you hated.
I opened it and I absolutely hated it.
Oh, you hated it? Okay.
And I went back to, Michter's 10-year rye.
What?
And I think I went out to dinner, I had some funky foods.
Uh-huh.
But when I first opened it, maybe it was the neck pour, which I know everybody talks about neck pour. When I first opened it, it was very bitter, citrusy, like too much. Now, it's like mellowed out where all those flavors are really nice.
That's crazy you hated the Michter's 10 at first.
And now it's one of my favorites.
Literally one of your favorites, yeah.
We're on to the next lineup. Now we got the Pappy Van Winkle Rye. We got the 23-year, 12-year, Old Rip 10.
This is just
Now,
insane.
Not everybody, surprisingly, they're the most expensive is the older whiskeys. But people don't realize the reason they're expensive, they've been sitting in a warehouse for so long. So like the 23-year. Doesn't mean it's better. It just means it's an older whiskey. But on the other end, I will argue that I actually like older whiskeys. I like more oaky whiskeys.
Not as much.
A little more,
Not as much.
The middle, right?
Yep,
like 12
exactly.
to 15 years.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm really intrigued to see what you think. Let's dive into these and give them a try.
We're doing our Pappy tasting so far. We just did a 10. What do you think about the Old Rip Van Winkle, the 10-year?
Yeah, the 10-year is interesting because I had low expectations because it is the lowest year on the list. But surprise, and I wonder how much when we drink whiskey, it's our expectations that are changing us.
Huge,
Did you ever watch that Moonshiners show?
No, I heard about it though.
The Katie that was on it was one of the Barbecs.
No way.
Oh, that's so back here.
That's hilarious. That's awesome.
What else you guys need from me?
For now, I think we're just going to go through this.
Okay.
We'll be done with that.
So there's no change in these, obviously, really. I mean, but I think at least notes that I had, just because I haven't tried them all back to back in the years, so I didn't really make any notes for you guys. But and they all these are all the same, mainly the same. Very fireball, that's it.
What do you think about the 12-year?
Yeah, so the 12-year, I went in with higher expectations, and it kind of fell flat for me. So I sipped it. It was nice at the beginning, but then it was just like done. So not impressed at all, honestly.
Yeah. All right, last one. Pappy 23.
Happy 23-year. I don't give a fuck. I'm a tater. I'm gonna drink the 23-year. I love it.
It's amazing. I don't even need to taste it.
Yeah, I don't even need to taste it.
This is amazing. This is the best drink ever.
Oh, I mean, great nose.
It's so old.
It's old.
It's so old.
Tastes like my grandpa's asshole. Sorry, I've been drinking too much. Sorry.
I was gonna say grandma, but yeah,
Grandma.
yeah, grandpa works
it's
too.
A little more grandma-y. All right.
I mean, say what you want about the Pappy 23. That's still an amazing pour. Say what you want about it. Overrated, whatever.
I love it.
Yeah.
I like oaky taste, and it does give you that dustiness.
Yeah.
Because it's like, when I say dusty, I think of like aged oak.
Yeah.
And I was just watching a Bruzel video, and he was also saying dusty. So I'm not the only person that says
It tastes
dusty.
like my attic. I hate you.
I said that in a previous video. We were at Dean's Steakhouse, and I tried the Eagle Rare 25-year. And I said it tastes like a dusty attic, and people were going
You're
crazy.
the worst. You're so stupid.
But what do you think? So we had the 4.
Yeah. What
Is
are we
this?
ranking it?
It's going to be this or this as number 1.
I agree.
And I'm tossed up. All right, we just finished our flight.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Andrew?
It was really, really good. I think, hot take, I think I like the BTAC more than the Pappy flavor.
Oh, that's honestly not even a question.
Yeah.
I actually 100% agree.
Out of these ones, our favorite one, actually, let's start from the least favorite. Our least favorite was 12-year.
The 12-year. It was flat.
I mean, what is it? It's 90 proof. Something about it was just very, very meh, right?
And then what do we have next?
This year. This one was pretty good. 10 years pretty good. Definitely better than the 12-year. Definitely better than the 12-year. And then everyone's going to hate us for this, but this was our third or our second favorite.
In my opinion, though, it was close. It wasn't like we're picking.
It was very close.
I'm picking this because I feel like it's more expensive, it's more sought after, so it better hit the way the other ones do. And it was good, maybe arguably better than the rye, but we went with the rye just because.
It was so good. It was so good. This thing was so good. It was everything. It's a rye drinker's rye, but it also has, I would say it's a rye drinker's rye, but what is the proof? 96? Yeah, 95.6. Everything about it, man. The nose, the palate, the finish, perfection. Perfection in a bottle. And Winkle family reserve rye.
Woo!
So good.
Look what came out. Andrew's never tried it before, so they poured him a nice little taste of it. We're already 12 pours deep? How many pours?
I've only drank water this whole time.
So we just did something super special. We were at Nickel City in East Austin. I do want you to give us, when Andrew went to the bathroom, I was talking to the bartender, and if you're not familiar, like with the Whiskey Boys, with my ATX Drinker page, we're lucky enough to be able to promote some bars.
Yeah.
And they'll give us pours. And I asked them.
You're a goat for doing this for me.
I was like, would you do me a favor? He helps me out so much. He has his own content pages.
Oh.
Can we get him a pour of the Double Eagle Very Rare? And he was like, yeah, I'm going to pour him a taste.
Dude.
So I want to hear your thoughts. What's your thoughts on it?
It was. What's
Give
the,
us like a little review.
What's the year of that?
I think
How
that
old
was
is it?
this most
20?
not the one this
Is
but
it 20 year? Is it 20 year bourbon?
Oh,
how old is
it is a 20 year.
Yeah,
it is a
'cause
20 year.
It was like Eagle 17, but it was Eagle 17 with like, not just more complexity, not just more oak, just more like imagine like flavorful, but like multiply that by like 5 times of Eagle 17.
Yeah.
And it was so phenomenal. The only thing I wish was I could have that on like a clean palate without any of the BTAC or Pappy, which thank you very much. No, I'm kidding.
That's a complaint.
Yeah, I hate you so. You're the worst. No, I mean it was phenomenal. I would say I wish I could have tasted it with all the BTACs, but just like in a vacuum, I think one of the best pours I've ever had. I mean, but you've had Eagle 25. You got to make it 25.
Yes.
But like, I mean, there is something so special about a 20-year bourbon that's just sweet, oaky, the perfect balance of everything.
Yep.
I mean, you've had it before, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can agree, right? It's just phenomenal.
I've had it plenty of times. No.
I mean, it's my daily pour.
I've had it twice, and I'm really impressed by it.